should start going now. So far, we're good.
Did you tweet?
I did not tweet.
That.
I've got to do everything. Hello, Ollie.
Hi,
How are
Ollie.
you doing
Hey,
on
Ollie.
this beautiful day? Let me.
Mine says live, but it hasn't loaded up the stream yet.
And
That's weird.
mine has started up on all ends. All right, pause.
Both all ends.
Anybody home? Sorry, Ollie. We are.
I'll reset mine and see if I got it to pull up, because mine didn't pull up either.
All right, mine did
Yeah.
pull up.
Mine's
on
good.
Both sides. Let me go ahead and set a tweet up real.
Oh,
Or does
there we are.
somebody else want to set up a tweet?
No, go ahead.
All
Do
right,
it
I guess
quick.
I'll do it.
Quick. Oh my god. What is wrong with you?
Dude.
What is wrong with you?
Yeah, you almost made me spell every word in this damn sentence wrong.
What did you spell it? Hey, Ermageed.
Ermagurden.
At least, it has the little squiggly, so it lets you know that you're a freaking moron.
Yeah, I
Like,
know.
hey.
Yeah, I didn't know that the fucking whole sentence would have a squiggly line under it. All right, there we go. Something simple, sweet before I get stabbed.
Yes. Stabbing will commence shortly.
All right.
No stabbing. No stabbing for you. What?
I have no idea where my phone's at, so if it goes off in the middle of the show,
Oh shit.
so sorry.
It's right
Actually-
down here, but...
Oh,
don't-
yes. I found it. It was close by.
Oh, mine was on silent. There we go.
All right.
Mine is too.
Mine is on silent now. I think so. Whatever. All right.
Be charging the whole time.
All right. Yeah. Cool.
By the way, just to let you know, Infinite Respawn is currently streaming. I know this because it popped
Yeah.
up on my screen.
Are you sure? Are we really live?
Do we want to start the show?
We're live!
Yeah. Let's go ahead and start the show. Here we go.
Okay.
In. Let me rewind this. And one. That is loud.
You.
Yeah. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Infinite Respawn podcast. I'm Chicken.
I'm Oak Tree.
I'm Grif.
I'm Baka.
What up?
I swear he wasn't paying attention for a second.
Who? Me? Him? That guy?
Baka.
That guy?
There's always that, like, I don't know why, but he has the longest pause in between, like, everybody else is like, I'm the so-and-so, so-and-so, and so-and-so, and I'm
So and
Baka.
so.
It's
Bad
the
thing about
intellectual
it.
people like that.
He's got to remember who he is in this show.
Right? Somebody, like, write it down and just, like, have something that flashes on his screen. It's like, your turn, go!
No, he's gonna make a mask of each one of us and be like, "Who do I want to be this week?"
That makes it creepy.
I know.
On, like, 30 levels.
You can
You'd be
get
like-
those ones that they like that you can get them made and they'll send them to you like in 4 or 5 days and it's just like a big black sock that goes over that they've actually taken a face and put over there.
That's Those are terrifying. I don't know if you people have seen those. Those are terrifying. You can get any
I don't know if I
mask printed that you want. I'll find a link for you. It's creepy.
They're like real masks or something. They call them something like that.
I don't
can't-
know. I think I've had enough of masks. Everyone likes to play with them at the store, so they walk around with them going, "No, look at me, I'm funny." No, you're not.
No, no.
No,
You're
you're
not
not
funny.
funny.
You're not a unique snowflake.
You're funny
You're-
looking, but
you're
not
a-
funny.
You're a production line stamped snowflake.
I want to be a
Huh.
snowflake.
I want to be a snowflake too. I am a snowflake. That's what my class hall people tell me.
I'm putting on this horse mask that everyone else has been taking selfies with and doing funny things on the internet. I'm so unique.
All right, what's everybody
Far from
playing this week?
Everybody knows what I've been playing this week.
Do we?
Us.
Do we really?
Yeah. World of Warcraft for me. I've been doing leveling my second tune and playing World of Warcraft. I also played a couple rounds of Overwatch. The new map is fucking awesome. All right, that's what I've been
Did
doing.
they give everybody a new sit down emote? I have been seeing pictures everywhere of the Overwatch like people just sitting in places.
Sit down email.
Yes. Did they give them the option to sit down
I
now?
don't know. I didn't know what to look for. I didn't know how to
Okay.
look for that.
I
There's a
thought I'd
thing?
ask.
I was
There's a thing for
played.
this?
yeah, I was Winston.
I
I was
don't
just
know.
jumping around zapping people.
Well, it's all like pictures of them in the start area and everything, like the spawn points, and just sitting around. And it's like, is that a new?
It's gotta
A
be a
new
new
thing?
emote.
Yeah, it's
Right?
got to be a new thing.
Yeah.
And but I didn't know if I was seeing something that's already live or something that's on the PTR right now.
I have
I
no
don't know.
idea.
I guess if you didn't see it, it's probably not live yet.
Yeah, it's probably in the
Since
PTR. then.
apparently, like all the rage on the internet,
Sitting down, the new internet rage.
right?
Something we've been doing for years.
Yeah, let's say we kind of do that all the time.
Yeah,
But
apparently.
now your Overwatch characters can join you in your relaxation.
Ollie was asking, is the new map in the rounds now? I haven't laid it. I just played. They have it as the special.
brawl?
Yeah, the brawl. They have it as the brawl, so you just jump into it. That's what I did to play a few rounds on it because I wanted to play on it specifically. So I don't know if it's in the quick play game yet. So
I can't
Maybe.
remember. I don't think I had it.
so maybe.
I haven't played in a while, so
Been way too busy with WoW.
I played a
Yeah.
little bit this week of Overwatch, and I don't remember it being in there, but it could have been, I guess.
It's awesome. To be fair though, I've played. One day I played and I got like the same 3 fucking maps for 8 hours straight. Then the next day I played and got 3 different maps all day, and then the next day it's like all 18 maps fucking rotated out for me.
The problem I'm having on Xbox One now is just having people to play with. Like it's that whole skirmish you have at the beginning looking for a game and doing stuff like that. I'll go through 5-10 minutes of a skirmish.
Turn off skirmish mode.
Yeah, and then I'm just waiting. Like I'm just sitting there waiting and waiting and waiting, and finally got into a game or whatever, and I'm like, okay, cool, just played it, and then I have like 2 or 3 that I'd be able to play into because the same people would be with me, right? And then then I'd be waiting again because people would drop out, and so I had to do that. But now I tried it like kind of mid-afternoon, maybe when kids got out of school or something, and it wasn't so bad. But late at night, that's when I had the hard time getting in, which I would have thought more people had been playing then, but evidently not.
I kind of figured that would happen with the consoles of that one. It seems more like that's going to have a higher base on PC because, well, one, it's Blizzard, and 2, everybody likes shooters on PCs these days, unless it's Call of Duty. I guess, or Halo. Halo's still got a little bit of a following, but I just kind of figured that it would have a drop off at some point. I imagine it's the same thing on PS4, although this weekend it's been free, so I don't know why there wouldn't have been people around this weekend.
Yeah,
Unless,
I didn't check
you know.
this weekend. This weekend I gave in and ended up getting Ark Scorched Earth.
Which is weird because I swear last week, and I hate to throw you under the bus like this, but I swear last week you're like, I wouldn't buy it before the game is finished. And
Yeah, I
bam.
know, and I'm just like, all right, I gave in anyway. Son of a bitch. Well, part of the reason. It's part of the reason I did it too, though, was just like I was like, okay, well, No Pants is on and he's playing, and it's like, all right, I'll go on or whatever. And I get in, and I'm like, all right, first of all, I don't know how to transfer any of this over because you have to transfer your character from that world over to Scorched, and so you have to log into your regular account. So let's say that you're an 84, 85, like in my case, I was a 69, and then you have to go to one of the obelisks and hit the inventory button that's on there. One of the options that's there is upload your character. So you upload the character, and it's great because I show up to the obelisk and there's seriously like 10 animals sitting there where people have gone over to Scorched Earth, and they just left their animal in the world you're in sitting there. And I was like, okay, which like when I was flying over there, I told one of my tribe mates, I was like, okay, I'm going over to Scorched Earth. Make sure you take care of the bird, right? And they're like, okay, no problem. But then you get over there and there's just a bunch of them that are there, and I was like, wow, I hope somebody's there to take care of these animals. They're going to die on them while they're gone, I'm assuming. And then once you upload, then you back out of it. Then you have to go to the Scorched Earth DLC part of it and find the server you want to join. So I found the same server that No Pants was on. I started in an easy section. I got there, and there's nothing easy about Scorched Earth. So anybody that's trying to roll a new character in it I don't know how they would do it, to be honest with you. There's nothing about it that seems easy in any way whatsoever. It is, I mean, it's definitely desert. It runs a little bit smoother. There's still some bugs and stuff that are in there, of course.
So
but
the
it does
expansion runs smoother than the main game.
right. Well, and I'm not a big fan of that. I would be interested to see if it's the servers are part of the reason for that. But you would think that you would do maintenance on your servers for
You would think that you would get your shit straight with the main game before you prioritize something else.
But there's not as much in this right now currently as there is in the main game either. But I don't disagree with that either. I think it's one of those where you do need to optimize the other before you do this. But like I did want to see some of the stuff that they've added into the game that was kind of neat. Like you can make clay and make adobe huts and stuff like that, and desert gear, so you don't get as hot. So you're not dehydrating quickly, eating, stuff like that. There's also there's a lot of some of the animals were the same. Like you have wolves and you have saber-tooths and you got the big giant kangaroos, which are everywhere. But then you have these bugs. One bug is like an oil bug. It just looks like an insect with a huge red butt. That's what it looks like. And it's got oil in it. And then you have another one that it looks like a big insect with a big blue butt. And that one you can actually walk up behind and hit the drink water button and use it for to get water out of if you need to, if you didn't have any on there.
That sounds gross.
That
Right.
does
Yeah,
sound
that's
gross.
absolutely disgusting.
He's not a fan of it when you do it either, because when you hit the drink water button, he's like, "Ah!" He gets leaves. It's like you hit on there. But
Well, I would too if something came out and started
drinking from your butt, yeah, right.
Yeah.
And then you have like giant moths and stuff like that you can tame, and it's basically like starting over, but you just have
It's starting over with a difficulty modifier.
yeah, basically is what it is. But it's a little more difficult to get like stone and things like that, where it'd been a little bit more easier in the other one. So you've got to kind of adjust your building techniques. So that's interesting to see. Right now there's a I guess it's a glitch. It's kind of it's a water glitch. No Pants kept calling it magic water, and basically you could put a one of the little canteen things inside of the big water basins and look at it and double click on it, and when you did, it would actually fill the entire tank up. Don't know why, like the whole water reservoir tank would be full after you did that. So good way to get infinite water, I guess, with a little bit of a glitch that's on there. But I don't know, there's some interesting parts of it. There's other parts of it I don't really care for yet, but now I've not gotten that much into it yet, but it's a cool concept. Storms, you've got a lightning storm and sandstorm. From what I understand, like the lightning storms I've seen, the sandstorms I haven't, but from what I understand, you don't want to get caught outside if sandstorm comes in. So it's pretty neat.
So it's everything they tested out with the winter stuff pretty much. Instead of sand, it was snowstorms and blizzards. Instead of heat waves, it was trying not to freeze to death. So basically it's something that they tested out for winter last year and said, okay, let's change it to summer stuff and charge everybody $20 for it. Go. And they did.
Well, I know the storms that people have been modding for a long time, and I think they actually hired in the people who modded it to
Yeah, a couple of the
probably do
modders
that.
in the community got hired in.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's cool. I think that opens up an interesting topic as well. Is we talk about all the time we have to speak with our wallets, but how much does that really work when you have other people that are like, well, I just want to try it, or my friends are playing it, so I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna buy it anyway, even though I disagree. Like how valid is speaking with our wallet at that point?
Not very.
Nope.
I just think it's an interesting thing, because it's not like a one-time thing. It's not like Oak's the only person that's ever done that and said, I disagree with that practice, but I'm going to do it anyway because my friends are playing it. I mean, it's not just isolated. So
Right. Well,
lot of
I
people
mean,
do
a lot of people will, do that to a certain degree. I mean, it's like, Chicken had a policy before about not even buying anything that was early access at all.
I've only
Basi-
bought two for the
Right.
record. Two.
But you did buy the two, and so
Right.
it's the same
But he
thing.
also bought the 2-1 with an expectation of, like, for
Yes.
sure, it already had a release date. When Ark went into early access, they said, we're going to be in early access for a year before full launch, and then we'll be out.
Right, so I was looking forward to
So-
that one being released, and Darkest Dungeon, I watched that game. It came out, it started in February, I bought it in September, and it came out in February again. They said a year in early access, enough time to get all of our game polished, add everything that we want to, and then we're going to fully release it to everybody. And they did, so.
By the time you got to the game, it was
really polished.
It was really polished.
Fucking fantastic.
right.
And then they fully released it, so I mean, I had full hopes for Wildcard to do the same.
Which I would have been really interested to see, like with Darkest Dungeon, if you had bought in February of the previous year when it first started or whatever. Same
I
year
held
you bought
out.
it.
I held
Right.
out pretty hard.
But I would have liked to have seen your reaction in how polished it got as it went, versus, because I would have liked to know, like, it might have been August 1st of like you bought it in September, it might have been August 1st that it was polished, but it allowed them to be able to do the little bit of micro micro stuff that they needed to do to make the game absolutely great when they released it in February type thing. And so and I think that that's where some of the stuff that Wildcards kind of failed at is the fact that they haven't
They've not polished.
they've not polished the game, and they swear up and down they're going to polish the game. So it's kind of like whatever. But the new stuff they're adding on the Scorched Earth, it's great, but it's one of those where again you can see that the game, even on that part of it, is not completely polished. So it's kind of like
Why are you selling extra content?
right.
Yep. And
So-
it's gonna hurt it in the long run. Like all the reviews on
Steam, I think it's still in the negative, isn't it?
Oh, it is so negative now. It's unbelievable. I think it's down to like 30% people are going positive. 70% of people are saying don't buy it. Don't
Well,
buy
I mean,
it.
when you're, I mean, like I saw somebody who had posted the specs of their PC and then posted the frame rates at which that game runs at, and on ultra settings with a Titan X graphics card and top of the line basically a high end rig
Right.
on ultra graphics in Arc, they're getting 13 frames a second. That's a problem.
Yeah,
That's
you gotta-
a failure.
And it's not the player's responsibility to have to fix the settings so that the game runs
No.
a specific way. Like in mine and Baka's and all of us, I had to go through and like turn things off, turn things on, turn things off, and adjust everything so that I could get the right amount of FPS. Because when I first started playing, that motherfucker would stutter all the way through. And then once I went through and just changed everything, I finally got it to where it would run at like 20 frames per second, maybe 30 frames.
Mhm.
And I've got a pretty good rig, so I mean, it was a bitch to have to do all of that just to make it so that I could play the game.
Well, people have for a long time made fun of EA and relying on their modding community to fix their games for them. Most of the time it's with Sims and things like that where they launch the game, it has issues, and they just let the mod community take care of it, and then a couple of months later, they'll release basically an official patch that has that mod patched into it to fix things for them. That's a problem that other companies are being made fun of. Arc shouldn't just be able to be like, yeah, we did that too, but whatever, we're an indie company, we don't have as much money. It's like, yeah, but now you're releasing extra content and you still haven't fixed some of the start issues?
Well, I've heard this and I've heard this before from No Pants too. Well, not from No Pants, but No Pants mentioned the understanding that he's heard is the DLC was pushed because of the lawsuit, and I've heard that in quite a few other places too. They got that $40 million lawsuit and they had to pay, and now they needed that extra money, so they pushed out the DLC earlier.
Was it the developer lawsuit, the one where they had the guy that
Yeah, it
wasn't
was that
supposed
whole,
to be working with them?
Yeah, it was that whole thing. And
They
Which
had
is, again, their problem.
And I still stand by the fact, like, if they wouldn't have released it in August, the game does not look like it is anywhere near. So even if they didn't have this lawsuit, what were they planning to do? Like release it during holiday season, which the game still doesn't look like it's.
It's not polished enough.
Yeah.
For release
Well,
yet.
they were
If
battling
did,
two
then-
lawsuits at a time. No, they weren't. Never mind. They only had
No.
that.
Yeah, they had
it's just
that
the one.
one.
They had that lawsuit going on, and to answer, Ollie wanted to know what lawsuit we're talking about. Basically, the guy that created Wildcard he was not supposed to be working on any type of game, doing anything like that at all, and because he had been working for another company. Well,
Yeah, he had a 5-year non-compete when he left the other company.
and his wife actually is the head of Wildcard, and he's just there as a consultant. And his best friend, I think, is the one that is running the company.
And previously, his wife had only been a baker. She had not done anything in the gaming industry, which is why people thought it was suspect. Which I think we
Suspicious.
actually covered the whole thing a couple of podcasts ago, Ollie. I'll see if I can figure out or find the right one for you, and I'll link it to you. But we've covered everything for that. It's just a weird situation for them to be
Very
in.
weird.
So
Yeah.
know your rules, everybody.
Yeah,
Don't
but
try
it's
to
so
cheat the system because it's gonna fuck you.
And we've argued too that Ark is not a competing game against Dungeon Defenders.
Yeah, that was one of the
Like-
claims was that it was a competing game.
It's not
It's
even
not.
close.
However, if he had a non-compete where he was not going to work on any games that would be in the same realm, which I guess indie development is the realm that maybe they're referring to.
I guess that's like stretching it. I guess $40 million stretching it. So
Right.
I guess they won that somehow.
Oh,
Must have paid the judge half of that.
Yeah.
Well, it's good to know that the developers of the Dungeon Defender now have money.
Yeah,
Since
they
the rest of their
definitely-
game was not that good.
Well, the first game was. The second game, not so much.
So, well, and it was technology from Dungeon Defender 2 that they were talking about too, right? When it something it
Something
was
like I haven't played.
like he
Dungeon
took some of
Defender, so-
the stuff from it, and that's what we were all like. That looks nothing like it. You
Yeah.
would take the two games; they look nothing like it. But okay,
Ugh.
But again, like you said, he had the non-compete that was in there, so that'd do something about it. But
Yeah, one of those weird things. They were just mad that he was making lots of money.
yeah,
Well,
Their,
you know.
their game was doing way better.
Yes.
yeah.
Was.
Keyword,
you
yeah,
know.
yeah, was doing way better.
Yeah. Dungeon Defenders is like mixed. Arc is like mostly negative at this point. So.
Well, it was mostly positive to begin with.
Oh,
but
it was mostly positive for a long time, and then they released this, and it was just like
People were like,
kerflush.
Yep. Although I guess we should have seen that coming with everybody's disappointment with the last year's holiday thing, the New Year's thing, where it's like everybody be here on the server at this point, and there was like fireworks,
Oh
and
my.
that was it.
Yeah, there were so many fucking
There's
people
no
out
big
there.
boss mob that's gonna drop out of the sky that we all need to fight, or
It'd been
Luke-
great if like all three obelisks
no,
opened.
dude, it was just like, look, celebration, Happy New Year.
Yeah, I was like, wow, that was it. So everyone's all standing out there. There's like 70 fucking people standing around this little thing, and then
and
it's like,
that's
"Come
we're
here, come
all
here, come
looking
here,
at
come
each
here,
other,
come
going,
here."
"Wait."
And then that was it.
Kind of slowly start to dissipate away.
Do you
Yeah.
know I've never seen any of the in-game stuff?
Well, I don't think they had it on Xbox. The Christmas stuff.
No, but I mean, like any of the stuff that comes out of the obelisk, I've not seen any of it. Every time
Oh.
it happened, I was not on. Like it'd be like, oh, so and so did this, blah blah blah, and we had to come out. We didn't know what we were gonna have to do, blah blah blah. You know, all this stuff. Like the first time it ever happened. Then when our group actually did it, I wasn't on for that either. And it's just kind of like, no one ever thought, hey, Oak could be on later. Let's open it up then. No. Okay.
Wait, that
fine.
means he missed the Dodo Rex.
Oh, you missed the Dodo Rex. Why is Baka quieter than these mortal beings?
Because he doesn't have a mic like the rest of us.
Yeah.
He's using a headset, and eventually we will get him
Snowball.
another-
Normal mic.
Yes. Until then,
You gotta
what-
listen to Quiet Baka.
Yep.
He's so quiet.
Why are you so quiet?
all right, you guys want to talk about the big stuff from this week?
Oh boy.
PlayStation fail.
What?
PlayStation fail.
Let's talk consoles. We're back into console wars, you guys. So Sony had a big presser this week, all their stuff. PS4 Slim is real. PS4 Pro is real. PS4 Pro looks like a Photoshop of a regular
Yes.
PS4. It looks like somebody just took an extra part of it, and I don't know if Chicken's got the picture or not,
I
but
do have the picture. Do you want me to show it? This
yes.
this may ruin the whole fucking stream, so we're gonna go ahead and try this. All right.
ready to ruin.
All right, you guys
Go.
ready? Here we go. We're gonna go ahead and try and ruin this. All right, this is everybody can still hear everybody. This is what the new the PlayStations look like. I guess the one on the right is gonna be the normal one now, and the one
PS
on
Slim is the new norm.
yeah, and then
Yes.
the one on the left is the little one, the Slim, I guess.
The Pro is the big one.
Yeah,
The
okay,
Slim
the
is
Pro.
other one.
Isn't that gonna be
Why
the
would
normal?
you think that it was the Slim one that has the extra level?
No, I said the
Because
normal
bigger is
one.
beautiful, Grif.
This stream didn't break yet.
Yeah. Now we got to
Yay.
see if I can go back to the podcast without it breaking. All right, here we go, and we're transitioning again. Oh, we're back, and nothing broke.
Yay.
Cool.
Yes, those are the new consoles from PlayStation. This is, according to the Sony execs, this is the full line of PlayStation 4. This is it. This is all they're gonna make. The Slim is gonna be basically what the PlayStation 2 Slim was. Which did they do a Slim version of 3? I know they
think so,
did like
yes.
4 different versions of
Yes.
3.
If
but
you remember the
'cause they started
PS3,
out
it's
all
like
nice big like the ones you guys have, and then they
Yeah.
went to a slimmer model and fixed some of the overheating issues, things like that. And then eventually they did a ultra slim model kind of a deal, which is kind of like the red one that I have, that no longer just like you pop it in and there you go. It's like the top part of it like slides open and you just stick the disc in.
that's
I didn't know they had the
strange.
ultra slim one. I
Yeah.
had the regular slim one. I would have to look up the ultra slim now.
the ultra
It's
slim.
it's not really smaller than the other one. It's just I don't. That's the only thing I can think of to call it because it was different. It was like a top loader instead of like just putting the disc in.
So it was
Weird.
back similar to the original PlayStation where you had the little button in.
Well,
Well,
no,
the
no.
PS4
Instead of it like doing like that, it just slides open.
Oh wow, that's neat.
Wow.
I bought it because it was red.
And as everybody knows, he likes red.
Yes, we know.
Well, PS4 Slim is gonna probably just replace the current PS4 altogether because it is priced at 300, 299, or no, it's 200. 200 is what it is. Will be available on the 15th of this month, so next week. And the Pro will not come out until November. It's gonna be November 10th for $400 USD. It's geared towards people who want to do 4K VR and HDR options. So it's kind of cool like that, except for the weird thing that they didn't actually include a 4K Blu-ray player.
And their
So
response to that, I was just like, what?
the response is that they expected
get
more
that.
people wanted to stream content. So you can stream movies from and shows from like Netflix and whatnot in 4K, but you cannot watch 4K. It does have a built-in Blu-ray player that will auto upscale, is what it said. Which I guess means it's gonna make it look a little better, but it won't quite be 4K.
The only problem I had with their explanation behind it is like two of the examples they use Narcos, and one other Netflix show is available for 4K, which is, to my knowledge, is the only two that's available to stream with actual 4K from
Right.
Netflix. And it's like they use two examples, and they're like, okay, we're releasing this in November, and it's like it's not a lot. There's not a lot of options out on the market right now, television wise. Not a whole lot of people doing 4K, blah blah
Right.
blah, and all that stuff. And as we know with technology, it's going to explode quickly, especially as you get near Christmas time, and you don't have 4K. You're going to have more 4K disc available than you're going to have stuff available to stream.
Right.
So if I'm trying to buy a console and I'm looking for 4K capability, I'm not going to go, oh, I'm going to go with the one that streams, and I'm going to go with the one that does both.
I will point out that Microsoft, who pointed this out themselves, the Microsoft Scorpio or Xbox Scorpio or whatever it's going to be when it comes out next year will have a 4K Blu-ray player in it.
Actually, the 4K Blue player is already in S.
Oh, it's going to be in the S as well?
It's already
Damn.
out. Yep. Xbox One S already
What are
has
you
it.
doing, Sony?
Damn.
Sony
So-
started out this console war really strong, and then like
And then
somewhere
started
along the
tripping
way,
over their own feet.
Yeah, they had really
yeah,
good
like,
aim
were
when they
throwing
started.
They were running through, they were throwing grenades and winning this console war, and then somewhere along the way they tripped and fell on all their grenades.
Yes.
Uh,
It's interesting to see how this is going to develop because Microsoft, when we started this console war, came out and they were like, you know what, we've made some mistakes. We're going to rectify a lot of things. So sorry, we fucked up, you guys. We're going to be nice. Sony's doing great right now. We're happy for them. All this stuff. And Sony the whole time has been like, fuck you, Microsoft. Fuck you, you little schoolyard bully. We don't even give a damn about you because we're so awesome. And now Sony's like, we're so awesome that we can't see 2 feet in front of our face and we're fucking ourselves. And Microsoft's like, by the way, bitches, if you want to play rough, they sent out some tweets like right after the announcement. And they're like, 4K, check. Mods on console, check. Because also
HDR,
this week,
check.
Yeah, HDR. Because also this week, Sony said no to Bethesda with mods on console on PS4 for Fallout 4 and the Skyrim game.
Ooh,
Straight up said no.
that is
They
And
Dumb.
just got
Microsoft's
themselves
over
in the
here
foot
like,
with a
we've
shot.
had console mods since May. Sorry, everybody.
and when Grif first told me this, because we were in the middle of a regular conversation, she goes, "Oh, I got to tell you this, right?" So she told me about the mod thing, and I looked it up, and I was like, "Okay, if I'm Bethesda, I am making an Xbox exclusive game that's moddable, right?
Hmm.
And just not gonna sell it to PlayStation. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. Go, oh, remember when you said you weren't gonna accept mods? Well, we want this one to be modded, and since they accept them, we're gonna go ahead and do that. That's what I would do if I was Bethesda, because it's gonna be available on PC, and people on PC are gonna mod anyway. And if people want to do it on Xbox One, now they'll have that available to them.
I think Microsoft's a little. I think the console war is getting a little uneven now because it's like, oh, it used to be Xbox versus PlayStation. Now Xbox got PC behind it, and it's like, what you got now, Sony? It's like, I don't know.
Sony's trying very hard. They're just failing. And then you get the journalism side of it. Like I linked in the forum post that I made that has all of our stuff for today, I linked to an article where I could find the tweets that Microsoft had sent out, but it was from Polygon. And Polygon titled their article, Microsoft continues to attack Sony on every newly announced PlayStation 4 weakness. Excuse me, Mr. Polygon. I would like to point out and remind you that at the start of this console war, Sony was the one being inflammatory. So finally, Microsoft said, you want to fight like that? The gloves are off? Okay, we're going to take ours off too and play back. And now it's a problem. Microsoft is attacking Sony.
No, that's
It's
too
the
bad.
Kid, it's the kid that keeps taking a beating and a beating and a beating and a beating, and finally he punches the bully back and says, "I am not going to give you my lunch money today." That's
And everybody's
not-
like, "Oh, that kid hit the other kid. That kid's a douche."
Yep. I mean,
No, that kid's not.
that's
a
when the
douche.
teacher walks in and gives him detention.
Right? This is exactly what's happening. It's so weird that you get that skewed bit of journalism, and then Polygon is just one of those companies that I would expect it from.
Well,
But
and it's back and it's the thing is it's going to go back and forth when you're doing stuff
Oh,
like
it
that.
is.
But the thing is there's no reason at all for like I'm sorry, I'm going to point out your weakness if I'm your competitor.
right?
I mean, it's just going to happen.
That's how competition works.
Right, and PlayStation did a very good job of making sure that they did it. And they did it kind of and sometimes they did it kind of a douchebag way, but for the most part, they did a very good job of pointing out the weaknesses in the Xbox and what it's set up. And now they're just, it's
eating
that
it.
guy's just. I'm telling you, it's just Phil Spencer and the rest of his team sitting back there in the back going, "Just wait, just wait."
Well,
Right,
Sony
and
thinks
so
that they're doing so well because they're going to get their consoles out this year, whereas Scorpio is not until next year. I think they're looking at holiday 2017 for that one. But
Yep.
if it's a better console, then I mean, I'm sorry, you guys. What do you want? What is this plan here?
Well, and the thing is I think it's I love this because it doesn't seem one-sided one direction or the other. It's flip-flop, you know what I mean? It's flip-flopping. Because it's like you started off and it was like, "Oh my God, PlayStation's kicking their butts. What's Xbox people going to do?" Blah 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 blah, right? And now you're looking at it and there's a little bit of a wave going back the other direction. And this is great for gaming.
in my opinion, I don't think it's going to go back the other way. I
You
mean,
don't think it's going to back Sony again?
I can't think, like, yeah, they could create a more powerful console, but then Microsoft's got PC and Xbox linked together now. Play anywhere. You buy something and you can play it on both consoles. You can play it on PC or play it on... You could take your mods over to Xbox. You could take your mods from Xbox and go play it on PC. You can
I
play...
guess it's a matter of if that interests you or not, that direction, which it does us because of how we play games anyway, because it doesn't matter what format it's on, we want it type of
Right.
thing.
Right.
But I don't foresee mods being on PlayStation ever. If they're afraid of things like it breaking your console, I don't
That
foresee
is
them
really the
being
only valid
okay.
concern I can see from Sony's end of not allowing mods. Is they're worried that somebody is going to make a mod, which Bethesda is usually pretty good
Right.
about what's being allowed to pass through. Like none of the sexually explicit mods have made it to Xbox One. They're on PC, but it's because you can get them from alternative sites.
Gotta go buy
But
that now.
through
Okay.
right.
There are lots of them. Just
You can
if you
explore
need a
the
link, let
wasteland
me know.
completely nude if you would like, Oak, on PC, not on console.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, you can find all sorts of ones on Nexus Mod that you can download to your.
yeah.
Nexus Mods is
But-
great.
Yes, it
Well,
is
the
great.
the other thing to that is, as far as with the Sony adding mods, I know Sony uses a completely different style OS.
Yeah, the framework is different. But
Yeah.
but Bethesda had it ready. That's the thing is Sony's been evaluating the Bethesda mod stuff for months now. And so Bethesda went out of their way to make it so that it could work. And Sony just took their sweet ass time and went, "No." You guys couldn't have got around to that months ago.
Yeah, but Microsoft has a lot more, since they have PCs. Microsoft has a lot more experience with modding capabilities in certain games. Like, they know what to expect. People download mods, and it gives them viruses, and it's kind of like on the person, so you know what to expect. You download a mod, and it breaks your Xbox. Microsoft is like,
You broke it.
you know the risks.
I
Fucking
imagine
do
there's,
whatever
like,
you want.
With Nexus mods, I know when you sign up for it, because that's where I download all my mods from. When you sign up for it, it's like you understand by signing this, and accepting all of these terms of use and everything, that you may download something that will fuck up your shit. That is on you. And I guess Sony didn't want to take that risk, maybe? I mean,
Probably
that's
not.
really the only thing I could see.
I-
Which is
I would-
fine. I guess they could be like, we're looking out for our consumers, man. We just want to make sure that they're okay and they don't bust their shit.
But I mean, how hard is it to? I mean, and I know there's going to be thousands of mods and stuff that are going to be available, but how hard is it to hire 2-3 people to just go through and download mods?
Yeah, and curate it, basically.
Yeah, and basically go, no, this one's not going to be available. Yes, this one's going to be
Well,
available.
Sony,
No.
they don't have any money right now.
I mean, because if the sexually explicit ones can't make it over to the console right now, when it comes to Xbox is evidently doing that, or at least there's a way for or that maybe there's a way for Bethesda to make sure that that doesn't make it over there. In which case, there needs to be a policing some way. And which, even if it was Bethesda that was the policing it, go, we're not going to allow something over that's going to break your machine. But that goes back to what Baca was talking about too, which is the fact that the way that their actual machine, the programming, the format that everything's done on there is different than it works on Microsoft stuff. So if it's different than it's on there, then that means a virus of some sort is not going to work the same way either.
That's
So,
true.
Yep.
So, because it's the same thing with Apple products, iOS stuff, and Windows stuff is not the same. So you can get a virus on Windows where you can't get that same virus on an iOS. But it's just, I don't know. I trying to figure out what the hell's going on in Sony's mind when somebody's handing them something to give
Yes.
to succeed. Like, we're going to hand you this, and this is going to help you succeed. No, we don't want it. Thanks.
Yeah, I mean,
It just makes me think of like the little image of the dude riding the bicycle and he's going along just fine, and then he sticks a spoke in his own front tire, falls off the bike, and is holding his knee and blaming whoever gave him the stick. And it's like, it's your fault. You're the freaking moron. Why would you do this to yourself? Why would you intentionally hinder yourself? And maybe it's because Sony feels like they're so far ahead that nothing can stop them right now.
ooh,
And
Yeah.
that's a really bad
no, they're-
mindset to
They're
have.
about to-
But you know, that's
they're
the
going to hit
same
a brick wall here shortly.
when they came out with PlayStation Now, it's the same mindset, right? And they're like, "Oh, we're going to charge $4.99 to rent this game for 4 hours or whatever
Yeah.
it was, 5 hours." And it's like, and then they changed their format to where it was an actual where you were playing the game and streaming it through based on just like Netflix, where you're paying a monthly fee.
Right.
They changed how they did the stuff that's on there, and I wouldn't be surprised if they came back to the table and said, "Okay, we're going to allow this to happen." But it might be one of those where they want to kind of see how the rest of their stuff goes. But I mean, they've got VR coming out right now, so maybe they're thinking that there's going to be a lot of people that just want to go with that, where and maybe they've got a lot of money tied up in that, and that they don't
Dude,
want to.
if I could play a modded version of Fallout in VR,
oh, give me
sign me
Skyrim.
up.
Give me Skyrim VR. Oh
Like,
my
you'd think that
god.
mods would extra sell it because
The
you're going to be able to
funniest-
customize your world.
Oh my
The
god.
funniest thing it would be for you both to have VR for PlayStation 4
Dude,
in both in two different rooms. And one of you's playing one game, one of you's playing the other, and all of a sudden one of you gets up to use the restroom and just sees the other person going.
I'm loving it. I'm climbing a mountain on a horse. Yay.
Man, those horses in Skyrim are like goats.
No shit.
They're the best.
There's
though.
there's a
They're
horse
the
up
most
there.
amazing thing ever.
Oh.
I just want a mod that will allow me to be piggyback carried by Paladin Dance for Fallout 4 and have him be as good at climbing the mountains as the horses are.
He'll
That's
just
what I
walk
need.
through a fucking mountain in his power armor. Ah, fuck mountains.
As long as I'm getting the
We carve
piggyback,
our own
I don't
path.
care. That's fine. We can go through the mountain.
No one stands in the Brotherhood's way. Not even a mountain. Oh, shit. But I don't think Fallout 4 and Skyrim Remastered are going to sell very well on PlayStation
Well, I mean,
without the
Fallout 4,
mod.
you've already sold it, and that's what I was wondering about too. Is what do we think about this? A lot of people bought Fallout 4 for PlayStation 4 with the general expectation and the justified expectation that they would eventually have mods because that is what Bethesda had set out. Which means at some point Sony had said, sure, we can definitely accommodate that. And now Sony's like, you know what? No, we changed our minds. But all of those people that bought Fallout 4 with the justified expectation that they were going to be able to play with mods now have nothing to look forward to. What do you
Sony
feel
would have
about that?
had said yes somewhere along the way, because in order to be able to go through and make the thing for the mods, they would have had to have, access to their software and everything else.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yep.
But the other thing about it is too is it could be one of those, the way that the actual mod, because of how Sony's program works, their actual system works, and the way that the mod system works in order to be compatible, Sony might not have liked the way that structure was done, and that might be why they turned the mods down, because it might
And
have.
if it gave indirect access to certain areas that they didn't want it to, possibly.
That's a good possibility.
You would think though that if
They could
if
have created
Microsoft
fixes for things like
yeah,
that.
if Microsoft and like
Well,
PC and console on their end could have worked around that, you would think that it would also work for Sony.
Well, and it's a possibility that it might be because of the way the amount of access they might have had that Sony didn't care for is why they turned it down. But it always maybe is a possibility that Sony themselves could come back and say, yes, we'll do it, but this, and this has to happen in order to do it. And it might be at that point, Bethesda's like, we're not putting any more money in this because they turned us down, and why we're getting the news from it that says that they're not accepting the mods and stuff, because they might not be doing it right now, but they might still have negotiations and stuff going on.
It's just so weird from Sony's end.
Yeah,
It's like, we've got all of these holes that might cause leaks, but we aren't interested in plugging them to accommodate you getting in the boat with us. It's like, but you already said we could get in the boat, and now what?
No, you're waiting to sink us more.
Right. It's wait, this doesn't make any sense. Why? Why? Trying to help you. We tried.
None of it made sense.
I do think that it's interesting that we're a couple of years into the console lives, and we have this console war heating up, and this like mod thing is right here in the midst of it, which is just the best. It makes for the best.
The thing that is interesting to me is the fact, not that they came out, that both systems came out with something slimmer, and a little more powerful, right? Because like in Microsoft's case, the thing that is interesting to me is that both of them went, neither one of our systems are powerful enough. And it's like, why didn't you just wait another year before releasing the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4?
I like that Sony came out when they launched the PlayStation 4 and said, this is the best that your games are ever going to look. And with the PlayStation 4 or Pro on the horizon, they've already got games that will have forward compatibility patches to make them even better. And it's like, but you already said that this is the best. Like, this is the pinnacle of gaming. And now I'm going to have games that will have, because you can play all of your current PS4 games on the Pro. But some of them have already gotten patches. Some of them have patches on the way. Like the Uncharted 4's got a patch for forward compatibility and everything. And it's like, okay, first of all, you can do forward compatibility, but not backwards. All right, sure. Secondly, you already told me that I was at the top of the mountain. Now there's like another level added onto the mountain.
They always say that with every console generation, though, where it's like, oh, this is the best. Look at these graphics. It's amazing. This is the pinnacle of next generation. This is the pinnacle.
There's a new pinnacle. Did you not see that mountain over there? That's a new mountain.
It's getting taller. What's going on?
Well, and the thing is it's not like
dirt on it.
It's not like Ultra HD was a secret. Like that 4K wasn't coming out anytime soon. Like it's been out for a while. When even before the, like, at least the technology has been out for a while, not necessarily to the regular consumer. Has been out for a pretty good long time, that people knew that it was going to be on there. That's how they make the big giant screens, like for jumbotrons and stuff. The way that they work now is it's more of that type of technology. But I don't get why. I'm still blown away by the fact that you invented Blu-ray and didn't put a 4K Blu-ray player in the thing.
It's like, this is your
you
shit,
own the technology.
This is proprietary. Why is this hard for you? I don't know.
I'm not supporting my own shit, damn it.
Right? It's so crazy. Sony.
I'm gonna have to make myself
what's
pay.
going on? Craziness. Well, that's been the big deal. And I would love to hear from you. If you bought Fallout 4 for PlayStation 4, how do you feel about the mod situation? That is a question for anybody that is listening or watching this on YouTube, and anybody else. If you bought it, what do you feel at this point? Do you feel like you were cheated? Do you feel like you were lied to a little? Do you feel just let down? Or does it just not even matter to you? I mean, Fallout 4 is a great game anyway. Do you need the mods? The answer is yes, you do, because in some cases, oh my god, you guys. But how does it make you feel as a PS4 owner?
Exactly.
I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about, like, one of the best mods that I ever found is on PC, and I'm pretty sure they have a version of it for console. But it takes there's this film. You don't realize it while you're playing it, but there's this film that's over everything in Fallout 4. And if you take that away, that's what that mod does. Everything is much more vibrant and real. And it is just the best thing that I have ever found. It is not something outrageous. I don't know how Baka does it. Baka loves to play Skyrim and Fallout with all these ridiculous mods, running around with like giant lollipops as weapons and all that. I can't do it. Because it breaks my immersion.
Well, some people play for immersion and other people play for fun. Like
my immersion is fun.
No, it's not. You're not fun. Anyway. Some people like to fucking run around with the damn popsicle and beat Draugr to death. Come on now. Or have Deadpool as their companion running through Whiterun. And that guy going...
No, I run around as Deadpool and I beat the shit out of things with a giant popsicle stick.
See, I just
That's pretty
can't.
funny.
Well, no, it's not a
Yeah.
stick. Well, it's got the popsicle still on it, but it's got a big bite taken out of it. So
Oh, or one of the mods for Skyrim, the first area that you spawn in, where the beginning of the game takes place, they built a mod that lets you entirely develop that whole city as your city. Like you can build buildings, recruit people.
Oh yeah, I saw that mod.
It's
But
incredible
see, I
what
feel like
people
that's
can
still
do.
immersive.
That
Popsicle
is.
stick, not so much.
Well, it's fine.
What about the
Immersion.
But it's
Normandy,
immersive to
like,
him based on his
crashed
mental
outside
state.
of Whiterun.
What
What?
about
Yeah,
what?
the Normandy crashed outside of Whiterun.
The Normandy, like from Mass Effect.
Yeah,
Okay then.
it's like crash landed outside of Whiterun on mine.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
hold on.
Just
Is
a
there a
crazy
mod
person.
that keeps me from being public enemy #1 for killing a chicken?
Probably.
Probably.
Actually probably so.
Yeah, there's a mod. When I say there is a mod for everything,
Literally.
there is
Mod
a
for
fucking
children
mod.
that like
for-
to like talk shit to you.
Hey, now we don't condone killing children in Skyrim.
Oh damn! That
well
just
aware of
reminded
that,
me
but
of
it
why I have
does
to go back to
exist.
Skyrim. You guys suck.
You want to go play Skyrim?
I do want to go play Skyrim. I do not have time to go play Skyrim right now.
Skyrim is amazing. Fallout 4 is amazing. Mods create
Oh, amazing.
a long
There's
life for
also
those
a mod
games.
where if you want to have more than one follower, you can have. I think it lets you have like 5 or 6 followers.
I could take all of the companions.
Uh huh. See, I did a character at level 1 and went around and just grabbed a bunch of followers. They went in there and killed things before I can even like swing once. I was just like, I don't have to do anything. Just you guys go in there and I'll just loot shit.
I want an army of skeletons. That's what I want. Get them, skeletons. I would just like unleash them on Whiterun. Kill them
like
all.
Necromancer Extreme.
Yes. Come on now. That would be fucking awesome. Being able to like start a war in Skyrim. Create more
I feel like the
skeletons.
necromancer from Diablo is just like, I just raised all these dead bodies. Go get them.
Go get them. That to me is fun.
I love the fact that Baka is like, okay, I'm gonna go all Deadpool and kill things with a big giant lollipop, and Chicken's like, I'm gonna go Army of Darkness, and like go through the big.
That would be for a fantastic show, Baka. We need to set this up.
Yes, I agree.
I'm
This
gonna
should be a
send
thing.
armies of skeletons after him
There-
with his lollipop or his.
There is also another mod where like if you have it and then I have it, I think we can swap the files. But basically, like you can take your character and I can copy your character with all his stats, armor, equipment, everything, and bring him into my game as a follower, and you can do the same thing.
Oh, we
And
can
then
follow
Baka
each
runs
other.
him off a cliff repeatedly because it makes him happy to watch you die. Ivy said she
There.
wants to kill all the things with My Little Ponies. There
you
is a
could
mod
probably-
for that.
yep.
I have seen
Yep.
it. It's terrifying.
You can put all the guards and all the NPCs in My Little Pony armor.
It's
Yes,
terrifying.
It is terrifying. There's also a mod. Somebody actually, the continent next door, I forgot what it's called, next to Skyrim. They actually went through and remade that entire fucking zone.
Good lord.
Like you could secretly get over there, and Bethesda fucking blew my goddamn mind. They made that all terrain. There's nothing there, but it is fully fleshed out over there.
So there could be something there. Because
And
they knew
it's-
people were going to do this.
And somebody fucking went over there and put in all the NPCs, all the cities, all the buildings, all the monsters,
trying to
We're
underground.
supposed to hire
Next
that
to-
person.
Yeah, it is incredible what people can
I'm
fucking
trying to
do with
remember what
mods.
the
I
hell-
want to know what that guy does for a living.
Right?
Modding. I'm pretty sure if
He mods for a living, but they're all free.
if he mods like that, I'm pretty sure people follow him and see what he does. You know,
He might
YouTube
have, like, a
videos and
Patreon or something.
yeah, things like that. People like that are highly creative. Mods are important, Sony. Let them have them. Let the
Let
mods
the mods
free.
be free.
Let them free, man. Mods are people too.
Sorry, PlayStation guys and gals who ended up not being able to mod stuff. This is a tragedy.
Get an
and,
Xbox or a PC. Problem solved.
Yeah, well, the Xbox.
And
S
if you hate
will be out
Microsoft that
soon-ish.
much, just switch over to PC.
Yeah, go to PC. You can. Well,
You're still dealing with
probably still going to
Microsoft.
be. Yeah, as I'm saying, unless you're running.
You can
like,
go to
Linux
Mac,
or
but you just have a
something.
limited amount of things you can play. There's
Well-
actually quite a few though. I was very impressed. Like the last few times that I've downloaded games or whatever, they're like, "Do you want the Mac version? You want the like some of the ones that
Yes,
are
there's
that
a
are coming
Mac
out?"
version.
Wait,
Yes.
chicken.
What?
Question: to the west or to the east?
Are you
To the
looking for this mod
east.
right now?
It's to the
I'm trying to
east.
remember where it was.
He's trying to find the secret place.
Shut up.
Mike
It-
is on Nexus mods right now.
you had to like climb up a mountain, and then jump over like a cliff and some shit like that, and then
Yeah, no, but in the direction of west or east?
It's to the east, over by River Run down there.
If it's to the east, that is Morrowind.
Morrowind. Yes, they recreated
Oh, wow.
Morrowind.
Okay.
It was.
That's what I was trying to figure out. I didn't know if it was like Hammerfell or Morrowind.
Yeah, it was Morrowind. It was incredible.
Fina said West.
Weast? No, she said Weast. That's Weast, Fina.
Wheeze.
There's too many
Because
E's in
Morrowind,
there.
they've done the whole
Sweet.
like 3-dimensional thing with Morrowind and whatnot, and Hammerfell I think was way like in the first Elder Scrolls, something like that.
Yeah, I
First,
think so.
second?
Actually, I think it was the second one.
All right. That makes directions so much worse now. Which way is it? Because now anytime I ask, it's gonna be West.
Weast.
Like, is that east or west? Are you unsure?
It's west east.
So do we say Nouth or do we
No.
say Sorth?
Sorth sound.
Sorth.
Do you take the direction from the first word that they smashed into these two things, or the second one? Like,
The third.
get out. Get out. Anyway, there was one
the
more
Sorth
thing.
Weast.
There's one more thing that I wanted to mention this week because my productivity has dropped out completely at work due to this. Blizzard launched the Legion companion app, which now lets you manage all of your class hall missions and followers and all of that stuff from your mobile phone. Well, assuming that you did not get Windows Phone, what are you doing with your life if you did? But for Android and iOS, you can pick it up. It's free. Thank you, Blizzard.
It's
Everything that you
awesome.
do
If you
is
play
amazing.
WoW, it's a necessity. Necessity.
Well, I mean, if you value productivity, maybe avoid it. But if
Come
you're
on,
good
come on. You
with,
just check it every like 12 hours.
12 hours, whatever. I'm like, how many people do I have? What am I doing right now? Let me look at the map. But it's basically to manage all of your class hall stuff. So it's a companion app that will allow you to keep up with all of that junk, allows you to pick your research that you're doing for whatever you need to open up next, all that stuff. Yeah, Chicken's got it right there. It's
I still need to download it.
Yes, it is fucking awesome.
freaking great.
Helps you keep track of all your in progress. Okay, 3 hours and 2 hours. Okay, just making sure. No, you
He's
gotta check
checking.
it. Gotta check it.
Yeah. The downside that people are complaining about it is that you cannot use it while you are logged into the game. That is not what it is for, everyone.
No
It
shit.
is
Like,
when you are away from your computer and not actively logged into the game.
yes.
People are like, "Oh my god, but my mission's complete. I should be able to check it while I'm in game."
Just
Okay.
go to your fucking class.
Go to your
That's
Oh.
why you're in game.
Your
I know.
Dalaran Hearthstone has a 15-minute cooldown, and some of you, druids for sure, I know, probably others, Death Knights, you guys have ways to get to your class hall that will give you a teleporter back to Dalaran, so you don't even have to use it, and that's a minute cooldown for you people. So 15 minutes, or 1 minute, or just don't. I mean, just let it go. Take the bird and fly the 5 minutes that it's going to take you to get to Dalaran, and then go to your class hall. Jesus Christ, are you that lazy?
Yes.
Griff,
Yes,
I
they
really
are.
wish you were more passionate about this. I mean,
I
I feel like you're just humdrum about it. You know, not that big of a deal.
when I
Humdrum.
saw it, like,
Oh my God, people! What is your issue?
when I saw their complaints about it, like, this is something I hate it when people want everything to be spoon-fed to them or handed to them. And this is something that is so flippin' easy. And it's like, oh, what about with my other characters if I want it? Okay, almost anywhere that you're at is within like a 2-minute walk of an inn. Go to the inn, you can log out instantly, log into your other character that you want to check, which hopefully for your fucking sake is in a goddamn major city. Go to your class hall, check your shit, log back out, because the class hall counts as an inn, so it's an instant log out, and log back onto whatever you were doing. It is not hard, and you do not need the companion app. And by the way, if you're looking at the companion app while you're not looking at your screen, couldn't you have just hearthed and done that at the same time? Why do you need the extra? You
I feel
people
like
are
you just flipped me off in some way, like some foreign.
That's it. That's the new response. Fuck you. Anytime that we're out in public now, that's gonna be the thing. It'll be people are
Friends.
gonna be like, "What are you doing?" Be like, "No, nothing. That was not rude. I promise."
Oh, not rude to you, but you know.
That's what it is.
Lord, we all got it down now. It's like what?
If you are listening to this on iTunes or Podbean, first of all, thanks for listening. Secondly, check out the video so that you can see our new hand gesture. It's
Yeah.
on YouTube.
Is Oak frozen for anybody else?
He's
Yep.
a little spinny circle for me.
Oh, he's well. At least it's not
At least we can still hear him.
At least it's not a bad picture frozen.
You
in
can't
my
still hear
head.
me.
Oh my God, it's not
Yes,
2:30.
Oh, there he goes.
I should have just gone.
Just waited.
That's actually that's your face that you were making while you were
I know,
frozen.
I got it. Actually, it was over here. I got it.
Oh, anyway, I realized that we're pretty close to the end of the show. I just wanted to mention that thing that I posted on the website on the forum, I'm going to start doing that every week. I will try to have it up Saturday afternoon or Sunday morning at the very latest. That way you've all got time to go and look at it so you know what we're going to talk about, or at least some of the things that we're going to talk about on the show. Sometimes it'll be extra, sometimes it'll be a little less because, you know, we like to talk and we run out of time. If there's something on that list or not on that list that you would like for us to talk about, you can always let us know. That is not a 100% solid, we're locked into these topics and only these topics. I just wanted you to know because it's new, and I think it will be kind of neat to see if you guys have extra stuff that you need to bring to our attention.
I like your new
feel free.
backdrop, by the way. Orange.
My orange?
Yeah.
It changes. Like this is an ever-changing.
I know. I like the orange one, though. And I hate orange.
It's
You
'cause it
know
goes
that.
with my Space Invaders shirt that I have today.
Oh, okay. Color coordinate the backdrop.
This is something that nobody can see. Yes.
Mine's green. And it stays green.
Mine's cats.
If it would allow...
Actually, just one cat. Oh, shit.
Mine's toys.
The internet likes cats and toys.
But not orange and green.
Yeah,
Is that what you're saying?
I don't know.
Why do they leave us out?
What-
Why are we going to be left out?
Because you're just plain. You're just a color.
We have interesting
Wow.
things in the background.
I know, right? Look at that thing.
That's how I feel about it.
Look at that Mega Man arm there. Don't you just want to like grab it and go pew pew pew?
I actually do, Baka, but and mine's not always just a
toys.
color. Mine changes. I have the one with the cows on it and everything. It's not here today.
Cows.
Yeah, she got cows.
What's wrong with cows? Decoration
Nothing wrong
cows.
with cows.
If you would like to see a nice backdrop for Grif, you're more than welcome to send her one. Make sure you PM her, make that happen.
Yeah. If you want to send me some fabric, basically all I do is throw up some fabric. If you want to send me specific fabric, DM me on Twitter. If we're not following each other, send me a tweet and be like, hey, I need to talk to you about this fabric thing. Let me make some things happen. We've got a P.O. box. We can definitely do that. Although if you send me weird shit, then that's probably a federal offense, actually.
Yeah, don't send weird shit.
I mean, I guess like with
You're gonna get a background of dick butt now.
I would put it up there though. I mean,
If you're gonna send this stuff, we'll use it as long as it's not weird shit.
yeah, I was gonna say let's not throw that as a
Don't go
full-on-
too
Hey.
like, you know.
Give her a background of nyakats.
Yeah.
Oh god, she wouldn't use anything else.
Yeah, you can't do that. It's just
So be
never
sure
did.
you send extra fabric so that I can also
That's like
make
one
an
of her
outfit out
favorite
of
shirts.
that.
I bought her
Oh
that.
my god.
Yes,
Nyan
my
cats.
right now. Right now.
Right now. Nyan cat.
I'm just gonna go
Anyway.
find like a giant roll of it, and she's gonna make herself like an entire like suit of.
Yeah,
Oh
like a
my God.
pantsuit, and it'll have a
Yeah.
vest. It'll be like a jacket and a vest and a little bow tie and the pants and oh my god, it's gonna be fabulous.
Oh
A
my
cummerbund. Send Hanzo prints. Oh my god, Ollie. We're gonna be best friends forever. Anyway, like the forum thing and all that, we've got some stuff in the works that we're gonna hopefully be able to do more user-friendly things in the future, I guess. Is that a good way to put that?
More interactive stuff with the podcast. So if
Yes.
you ever have any topics you see throughout the week, because we might be able to just start a post, and if anybody sees anything throughout the week, then you can just add it to that post for the podcast this week. And I guess on Saturday and Sunday, you'll edit the first post and add what we're going to talk about. So
Those are not exclamation points. Close enough.
those are close. But yeah, feel free to drop a comment whenever you see anything that you want us to talk about, and we will go ahead and add it.
Yep.
And talk about it.
Yep. We're here for you.
You.
That's the important
The
part.
person who's
We're-
sitting at the other end of this webcam, and not you three, the other.
Whoever's
other
watching.
people out there.
Also those listening as
Yes.
well.
Yes.
Yes, you
If we're in your ears right now, we love you. And we're
Yes.
here for you.
We're in your ears right now. Now you just creep me out. Ears creep
That
me
is
out.
creepy.
Don't do
It's like-
that.
I'm in your ear right now. Stop it. How does this feel?
great. Now the people who are listening are like,
No.
sorry about that, ear people.
There's gonna be that one person that just logged into the to the stream too that just went,
Rip
"What the
ear.
hell's happening?"
If you haven't, maybe we should do this. If you have something specific and you're an audio listener at any point that you would like us to whisper sweet nothings into your ear, if you have a specific phrase, I will take 2 sentences or less. Any of the 4 of us will say it, whatever it is
Banana.
that you want.
Or we'll all
Assuming
say
that
it.
it's not
Hey, you don't get a
offensive.
choice on who says it. We just-
We roll dice and see who gets to say it.
Oh yes.
Oh my god, it's like
Oh,
roulette.
Lord.
Who, do
We've
you,
got
Roll
lots
for
of
initiative.
stuff. Yep.
who gets to say sweet nothings in your ear? Oh god.
But if it's user submitted sweet nothings, I mean,
Yes.
it's gonna get weird.
Yep. So feel free to drop by the website, infiniterespawn.com, and go to the forums and write us something down. We'll whisper it for you.
Yes.
Uh,
Don't forget to go out into the world and use our new hand gesture to tell people how much you love them.
Yeah.
people are gonna be like, "What does that? What does that mean?"
What is that? That's the infinite respawn, bitch.
there's
That's
no
what that
telling.
is.
Fuck off. Oh, okay. Now that we've created like 30 new things in the course of one show, how about we all get the fuck out of here?
Does this mean when
Peace.
Hobos on a Train is still
And
on?
stop streaming.
Hobos on a Train is still on.
Okay, just making sure.
Brad
We-
brought it up the other night. We had to like school him in why human trafficking is a bad thing because he wanted to purchase the hobos,
Yeah.
Can't purchase the hobos. God.
right?
Well, you can give them like 50 cents and make them dance, I guess.
Or have him fight over a sandwich.
No,
Uh,
maybe.
No, you're gonna have
No,
to fight.
maybe.
You gotta
no, I
at least
can't.
you have to
Now
at
all I
least
see is a
give them
hobo dancing. Why'd you do this to me?
I want to throw. I'm gonna give him flamethrowers and throw a sandwich
Hobo
and
jig.
see which one is still alive for the sandwich.
All right, we gotta wrap this up. I have like a million things to record because I didn't do it yesterday.
Because she was playing
Yay,
World of Warcraft.
non-productivity, Yay!
You
we
made
appreciate
me
every.
play Warcraft.
We appreciate everybody hangs out with us each and every
Every minute.
Every
That's how we're getting to you. Like in
Yeah.
the years, we're already there every
Right.
minute.
We're there, Oak. You can hear me.
We appreciate everybody that hangs out with us each and every week at Infinite Respawn. If you're listening to the audio version, make sure you go to twitch.tv/Infinite Respawn PC. Get on there and join in on the chat, the fun, and everything else that we do on Sundays at 9 p.m. Eastern. Yay!
Woo.
Also, if you go ahead and follow us on there, you get to watch Chicken throughout the week playing games, which is currently playing WoW, I believe.
We'll be
I don't
doing
know what we're
Deus
doing this
Ex. Deus Ex this week.
Oh, you get to finish Deus Ex.
We will continue Deus Ex.
After, are you
After
streaming?
my birthday.
His birthday's on Tuesday. Are you streaming on your birthday?
I don't know. It depends on how I feel.
I think.
Everybody tell
I
me.
think you know what you
It
should
depends on
stream?
how much fucking cake I
I think
eat.
he should stream BioShock on your birthday.
No,
Yeah.
he will not be allowed to touch it once it's in the house. It is mine.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
but he's
hide
the
it
one
from her.
streaming, and it's for the show, Grif.
Oh
No.
yeah, totally.
No, dude. As soon as that game leaves the store and is in my hand, I will have a knife in close proximity all times, and every time you reach for it, I will just stab you.
That's okay. I've already got my birthday present. I bought me a model. Yes.
A model.
He bought it for himself, even
Yes.
though I was like, yes, this is what I will give you for your birthday.
It's a League of Legends model of one of the characters.
Awesome.
Caitlin.
Yes. It's my favorite character.
Okay, just
Go ahead.
Wednesday, Deus Ex for sure.
Yes.
Wednesday, Deus Ex for sure. Okay.
Yes.
Monday
got
and
it.
Tuesday, who knows?
Who knows?
And then we-
The hobo
I know what could
knows.
happen then. Make sure that you also go to our YouTube channel. Check us out there as well. Grif is currently still doing Fallout 4. Or did you finish Fallout 4?
I'm not done with it yet. That's what I'll be recording today, everybody.
Yay! More Fallout 4. Sunset Overdrive is done, correct?
Yes,
Yep.
the finale is up. It was posted this week. Go check it out.
Halo 2 will be soon sometime.
Yes, I got a new Ethernet cord yesterday. Chicken put it in for me. Yay, because it's a 50-foot cord. It's got to be run from the other room, which is why I
Yeah.
made him do it. But yes,
the
Baka
ceiling.
and I will sync up hopefully next weekend and start that. So we'll see.
Yay!
Yay!
So it'll be
Lots of
done.
Halos.
Make sure that you check us out on Twitter as well. You can find us there at Infinite Res PC. And if you would like, you can follow me at MDB Oak Tree. Check out Grif,
At Griff's Lanham.
Chicken,
At Elite Chicken 313.
and Baka.
Baka pickle.
All I heard was it's at Baka Pickle. I don't know. I didn't hear at. My bad.
You can get it on there, Baka Pickle. Just type in Baka Pickle.
Yeah, you'll find
You'll
them
find 'em.
somewhere.
But once you type in BAK, probably if you're like me, the first thing that pops up is Troy Baker. And then Baka is second. It's weird to see those two
you're
in such close
You're
proximity.
only second. to
Detroit
Baker,
Baker.
remember that.
Right?
Congratulations.
Give me a while. We'll take him out.
Hell yeah! Now I've got somebody on my side.
No, but he will always
some
have like a
chloroform.
bodyguard.
Jump him from behind.
Yep.
No, no.
We'll put him in a submarine and put him in the Mariana Trench.
You know what? You're ruining my chances of ever having Troy on the show. Troy, we will not hurt you. You'll be fine.
No,
Just
I won't
correction,
hurt him
Grif
at
will
all.
not hurt you.
I'm pretty
Grif
sure
will
Troy's gonna be
obsess
like, I
over
want to
you.
meet these people. I want to see what they're all about.
Also, make sure that you follow my Twitch channel as well, which is twitch.tv/MDB Oak Tree. Go on there, follow every Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern. I will be streaming, with the exception of this coming Sunday. Tonight I will be, but next week I will not be. And I won't be on the show next week. I'll be out of town.
We're trying to see if Red will take your place, by the way.
That'll be awesome. That'll be a good show.
Yeah.
Good old Red.
No promises yet, but maybe.
No promises yet. Maybe Red will be here. And then last but not least is infiniterespawn.com. Go on there, join the forums, hang out. And now we've got show notes. So you can actually, you got like cliff notes.
Yeah,
of
it's
what's
like
gonna
clip
happen
notes.
for
And
the day.
after the show, like if you're like, oh man, I totally forgot to say this one thing, then bam, go to the forums, hit that topic up, and let's talk about it.
There you go. Get on there and join. For Infinite Respawn, I'm Oak Tree.
I'm Grif.
I'm Chicken.
I'm Baka.
See ya.
Bye. Let me play the outro. Here we go. There we go. Hey now, that's impolite.
I was yelling at Oak.
Oh, I guess that's why he was making the Bye, everybody.